Oh, that was sick. That was fucking sick. That was so dope, Mac Dizzle. Hey guys, welcome back to Two Girls, One Bong, the podcast where it's better if you're stoned,
And
and
if
if you're
I'm just
not,
gonna cough in your ear.
that's Mac Dizzle.
Yeah.
And I'm Joya. You might recognize us from your favorite viral video. Or you might have been watching our content for the last 9 years.
If you're new here, welcome. That's my lovely co-host just said the original Two Girls, and we've been making this content for almost a decade. Let's dive on in.
Let's dive on in. Oh my god.
That was my first hit of the day.
A first hit of the day was a big fat French inhale from a vape. You are God's strongest soldier. I would just like to say.
I know that because he wouldn't give the battles he gives me to just anybody.
Right. Like,
You know?
he knows.
He
She
knows.
knows. She knows.
They know.
She knows. Right. They know.
know.
But that was really impressive. So thank you so much for giving us that.
Oh my god. Yes, thank you. Thank you for being here. Welcome back to another week of our podcast. Shout out to everybody who watches, listens, comments, likes, subscribes, jerks it from afar in the corner. Thank you for being here.
God. Yes, what she said. Thank you so much. We value all of you so greatly.
Some more than others.
Yeah. Everyone else is valued more than the ones that are secretly jerking in the corner, respectfully. But yeah, we do appreciate everyone nonetheless. So thank you so much for being here.
So the last time we recorded this podcast, you had not yet uploaded any content yet, had you?
I don't think so.
Or had you just uploaded the new video? Had that just happened?
I think that I had just when we recorded our last episode, I think I had just posted. I think.
Okay.
But honestly, maybe not, because so in that like few weeks span, I had obviously we talked about me making a comeback to YouTube, and after in that time span, I started to have cold feet. I got scared, which is as I have been, for years now. Been
very
scared.
cold for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. So then they got warm. Then they were warm and it was fine. And then they got cold again. And I was like so scared. But I literally kept remembering that we talked about it on the podcast. And I was like,
you can't, that's how you do it. You have to hold yourself accountable.
Exactly. You just have to put it out there so that people hear you and there's no going back. So yeah, I made a return to YouTube and my channel.
She has 2 videos up already, a vlog and a get ready with me, I'm back, hello type vibe.
Yes, and I have another vlog on the way that I filmed over the weekend. So
when you went to the lake?
To the lake, yeah, I did,
oh,
yeah.
God, love.
And we went and found some cool secret spots, so it was really cool. But yeah, so I've made my return to my channel, and it feels really, 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 really good. Really
Yay. Good. I'm so happy. And I know everybody has been so fucking happy to see you there too. I stalk your comments because I'm your mother and I will make sure that nobody's being fucking mean.
And I appreciate you for that so much.
Troll the comments so I can find their IP address and then I just go over there and I dick slap the shit out of them.
Period. Exactly. And that's why I love you so much. Because I know you will go to the ends of the earth to protect me.
And I went
and
you to me. And
yes.
You to me.
Period. Exactly. Forever.
I can't wait to get high with you. Can we get high?
Yes, let's.
I have a freshly cleaned Bong Rooney for our little sesh today.
Beautiful.
Yes, love her.
I have my glow with a little bit less water than it really should have. Oh my god! And there's a fucking crack in my. I'm gonna do the Mac Dizzle.
Oh, just spit it in there. Sometimes you've got to. It
doesn't really work. Well, I didn't. I know it does. I've seen you do it plenty of times, but actually I did get some in there.
LOL.
Anyway. Yes,
So
let's
while I
get
grind
high.
up this weed, who do you think the won the Kendrick Drake battle?
That is literally, that question doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
It's
There's
Kendrick,
a level
obviously.
of delusion. There's a level of delusion that people are living in because Kendrick's songs are charting, or the song. Both of his
Not
disses
like
were charting
us.
at a certain point. Both of his disses were charting top 3 at a certain point. Not Like Us was number 1. I don't know if it still is. But that
Yeah,
is,
I'm sure it still is. I
it's
don't
the
know why.
song of the summer.
Yes. I can't
Sorry.
tell you the feeling of, well, I can tell you because you're from California too.
Yes.
But being from the West Coast and hearing that song, well,
The
hearing it
W's
for,
were riding hard,
oh my God.
honey. I said, they not like us.
Wah, 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 fuck them up. Dude, like
Yeah.
there is just my West Coast pride has been at an all-time high since
Thank you,
that song has
Kendrick.
came out. I have never not been proud to be from California, regardless of what everyone says about it. I don't give a fuck. I'm so proud to be from California. I love it. And that song has just turned it all the way up.
Lover
Like,
boy, certified pedophile.
dude, it's like, actually, Adam was telling me one of his friends texted him and was like, I think I've developed a tick because like I all random times of the day I'll just be like, wah, 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 wah. It's like, oh my God, it's just so good. And so I never really I've definitely considered myself a Kendrick fan. Like,
Yeah,
who
for
wouldn't?
sure. I was
He's
never like a big
incredible.
fan of either, but if you ask me who I liked more than the other from Jump, Kendrick, because I always have thought that Drake is such a douchebag.
Okay, I don't agree with that. I mean, I do think that he's a douchebag. Yes,
You know, no, because remember when Meek and Drake were beefing and I was still riding for Meek?
yes. Even though that was,
It was so hard to watch.
Yeah.
It was so hard to watch.
Yeah, Drake fucking, yes, he bodied him, but
He did what Kendrick did. Yeah.
I've been a Drake fan since he came out when I was 14. Like, since Best I Ever Had, I've been a Drake fan. And I've been a Drake fan even before that because I was a huge fan of Degrassi. So I've been a fan of Aubrey Graham, aka Jimmy, for a long time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can honestly say that his music is not hitting the same as it used to for me.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because, yeah, like I said, I've always been a Kendrick fan, but not like a fucking, not like a Kendrick stan.
Yeah. I've always been a lyrical type of girly. When I first got into hip hop, I was very much into the lyricism of it all.
Yes. Yeah.
So Kendrick has always been like that fucking guy who won a Pulitzer Prize for that shit, you know?
Right. And you know what I was telling somebody the other day? I think that Kendrick, well, obviously we know that their beef goes back. It goes back over a decade.
Years.
Yes. Yeah. A long time. But I think that also in general, Kendrick has been waiting for anybody to come at him so that he could give us all this show.
Yeah. He's like, nobody, people just leave me alone. People just really leave me alone because they know. Remember when J. Cole apologized?
Yes. So I heard that, I saw online somewhere that Schoolboy called J. Cole and was like,
he's going to ruin you.
He called him and said, this is personal. It has nothing to do with you. It's between these two. Get out of it. Stay out of it.
Smart.
Because it's much bigger than just like a little rap beef. It goes
just
deep.
To be like a sideline evisceration. You don't need to do that.
Yeah. Just like, I guess, an innocent bystander just getting fucking.
Because who knows what kind of receipts J. Cole has at this point. Not J. Cole, I'm saying Kendrick.
Kendrick, yeah.
Kendrick might have, like, oh my God. Because apparently the album cover that he had were all personal items that were stolen from Drake.
I saw that, but I was also kind of like, I think
there's so much speculation and rumors flying around about all of that.
I think that those things, most of those things could have been like duplicated.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
pharmacy receipt.
Yeah, that's something that can definitely be easily duplicated.
The Ozempic.
That's like, that can be easily, like, somebody could make that very easily in Photoshop. But it is fun to play along. Like, ooh, He has his prescription with his name
He
on
got
it.
his stuff. He has his glove.
Yeah. His glove. Right, exactly. I'm like, but man, what a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Oh my God.
Is Diddy going to jail?
I hope so. Forever.
Well, like, I know they can't prosecute him for that whole thing, but
Yeah.
I
For
imagine
Cassie.
there's. Well, I feel like they're gonna give him a RICO. I feel like they're gonna hit him with something crazy.
I mean,
because the feds don't go to your house and raid if there's not
Yeah.
something that they're really like. I feel like they found and they're creating a really big case right now. I don't know. I don't know how the law works.
Human trafficking and drug trafficking.
Yeah.
And they have one of his guys. They got hit with one of his drug mules, got arrested, and that guy has been singing. That's what they're saying anyway.
Singing like a canary.
Singing like a fucking canary, exactly.
All right, let's get high.
Wait. I just no. Well, cheers. But wait. Cheers. Cheers again. Thank you. I just turned my button on though, so you can go ahead. And I think we'll be yeah. Dang. Oh God, I love this little thing. But yeah, that was a very fun time. Adam and I were at home on a weekend, and Drake dropped a song, whatever it was, Family Matters, and within 25 minutes, Kendrick dropped another song. Dude, so crazy. And we were both just like, oh my God, like we're really alive at the same time as this happening, watching it in real time. Like that's so crazy.
Rachel and I, we listened to every single diss in order.
Oh, okay, nice.
We went to go get some. Oh my God, we got some frozen yogurt and listened to all the disses.
I love that. What a sissy moment.
I know. I'm so
that.
glad she's like grown now.
Oh my God, yeah, and you can like hang out like friends.
Exactly. Okay, wait. We created a link for you guys to use, and it was for you guys to submit questions on if you're the asshole or not. Because one time, one of you guys slid into my DMs and you're like, look, here's the situation. Am I the asshole for this? And we broke it down and it was a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it.
Me too.
Because it just feels way more personal when I know the person who's asking this might see it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we did get a question from somebody who used our link. And I just want to put this out there for anyone else who has a situation that's going on in your life. Maybe it's not even a real situation. Maybe it's just a hypothetical and you want to know how we feel about it. Drop it in our link. We'll have it in the description of this video. And yeah, you just put your little questions in there.
Am I the asshole for not giving my ex-best friend gas money? They said, I'm sorry, this is a little lengthy. That's okay. We're going to get all the way into it. I had a best friend. We weren't friends at first. She actually admitted that she hated me at first. But then after high school, we bonded and formed a best friendship. We hung out almost every day. Everything was fine for a couple years. She would take the whole group places, which would be me and her sister, and her boyfriend. Well, her and her boyfriend?
Her sister and somebody's boyfriend.
And her boyfriend, I think, yeah. She was the only one with a car at the time, so she would be driving the group whenever we would do anything together. And if there were places she was going that I also needed to go, I would tag along as well. I almost rarely ever asked her to take me somewhere where she was not already going herself. One day, me, her, and my sister went to a secluded spot called The View, and her and my sister took Xanax. She was in no place or shape to be driving, so I tried to stop her. She got pissed off, and she left my sister and I stranded. We ended up forgiving her. You should be grateful that you didn't have to get in the car with her. That was my thoughts, not in here. We moved in together and became roommates. Then she got into a relationship with my stepbrother. After a little bit, she started making side remarks and making jokes that were obviously pointed towards me, like slut-shaming jokes and jokes about me being slow or stupid. We would just laugh it off. Tension was starting to build at this point, and one day we got into a big altercation before work, and the argument went on throughout our shift. They worked together at the same place.
Oh my god, I've had a friend like this before. It did not
After
end well.
Right. After our shift in the parking lot, she went on basically telling me I'm a shitty friend and that I never give her gas money. And basically, her whole thing was that I was using her for her car. I got mad and I was yelling at her because she never asked for gas money. And how was I supposed to assume she wanted/needed it when whenever I would go with her places, it was for her and I would just tag along, or I just so happen to need to go to the same place, like the grocery store. And I was raising my voice at this point because I was heated. She left me at work, stranded again, no way to get home. Later on, she left me to handle the apartment we co signed together and the lease on my own, and ruined my relationship with my stepbrother. She cheated on him and he didn't believe me when I told him, but that's a story for a different submission. Was I the asshole?
All right. I'm going to say a very easy conversation could have fixed all of this if you guys had just expressed how you were feeling a lot earlier on. And none of this would have gotten down to this place because it's very simple. I think it's fair for her to want you to chip in a couple bucks here and there.
Yeah,
When
I
you're
agree.
even if you're going to the same place, she is doing you a favor because without her, you would have to pay money to get there, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So she is doing you a solid by allowing you to come along with her on these rides. And I know you're friends, so you don't really think of it in that way. And I know you're thinking like she has to spend this money to get there anyways. But that's when it kind of becomes transactional. And I think that's when you kind of start getting into murky waters. I think you should want to take care of your friend. I think if your friend is doing things, I think you should want to chip in. I think you should want to do those things. And if you're not with a friend that makes you feel that way, it's not as rock solid as maybe you think.
Mm-hmm.
I think both of you should have addressed this in a different way. I know that fights usually bring up the things that are bothering people, and oftentimes that's how things are expressed. But I don't think you would have had a problem if she like came to you and was like, "Hey, would you mind throwing me like $5 every now and then for gas money?" And if you came sideways at that, yeah, I'd say that you're probably the asshole a little bit because asking for a little gas money when you're getting free rides everywhere. I've been the person who gets free rides everywhere. I've been the person who hasn't given money, and I've been the person who has. I've done it all. Let me just say, I've been an asshole before. So I always think it's good to take care of the people who are taking care of you.
Yeah.
And offering to chip in is always really, really good. I mean, obviously, I don't know if you're doing other things for them on the side, financially, whatever it may be, but
Or if they live together, it's like
there's
she's,
a whole
yeah.
other element to it. But just I wouldn't say that either of you is the asshole. It just feels like a little bit of an immature situation.
Yeah, I do agree that they should have talked about this a long time ago. I think that in general, after like the maybe third or fourth or fifth time that you've ridden with somebody, I think offering to pay for some gas is pretty standard. You definitely
Yeah.
should have done that.
Yeah. And it's like
Um,
maybe she wouldn't even have been like, "Yeah, give me the gas money." Maybe she would have been like, "No, it's okay. It's cool. I got
yeah,
you." And just the offer would have really meant something.
but also driver could have at
You
any
need to
point.
communicate what you need.
Yes. Driver
Yes.
at any point could have been like, "Hey, can you help me out
So
with either gas money
initially,
or XYZ?"
so who would you say was the root? Was it a double root or was there
Mm,
one person who should have initiated the need first?
I think that, well, I think that the friendships should have ended when she
She left
left
you
them
off
stranded.
Xanax.
The
Yeah.
friendship would have been ended for me,
I don't
for
give
sure.
people passes about their behavior just because they were fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, and also somebody who like is takes Xanax and drives.
And then
That's
refuses help from a sober person is concerning.
yes. I mean, yeah, but also it's like, yeah, when you're young, you don't have the same boundaries as
Yeah.
you might when you're older. And so I can understand, especially also like it's not so easy to make friends for a lot of people.
Yeah,
It's
and well,
like when
especially it
you
sounds like they're extremely intertwined. They live together, they work together.
yes, so when I read that we moved in together and became roommates, I was like that's like
It reminded
or
me of when
and
I
we
was
hung out.
18. I did
Yeah,
that with a girl when I was 18. We worked at Buffalo Wild Wings together. We
live
worked
together?
together, drove like lived together. We shared a bedroom.
Oh
Shared a
my
bedroom
god.
because I was so broke. I could barely make $300 a month in rent. So we had a $1,200 apartment. Her cousin was in one room. She and I split the room. And it did not go
Wow.
well. It was fun for a little bit. It was fun for a little bit.
It's codependent friendship is what they call
Yes.
it. When you're just
Yes.
together all the time.
Yes. Yes.
And then yeah, naturally something is gonna throw it off at some point if you're super, super it's not even the word close. It doesn't even that close doesn't cut it, but when you're intertwined is
Intertwined.
the word,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I don't think that this person's the asshole
No, I don't
based
think
on
anyone's really an asshole. I think it was just a lack of communication that
but
could
and
have been.
don't forget the end where
Oh,
the friend left her to handle the apartment that they
that's true.
co-signed
So
together.
it sounds like your friend is a little bit of an asshole who doesn't know how to communicate. And also, we forgot about the part where she started like picking on her and calling her stupid and
Mhm.
whatever.
Mhm.
That's not funny.
No. And also, I mean, that is yeah, like, that's definitely something that is hard to communicate, but necessary, and I'm sure that the person who wrote this probably learned this lesson that, like, if somebody's gonna fucking, like,
People don't
make
always know how to ask what they need, and they will just start resenting you if you don't offer it.
totally, totally, and I mean, and also, this person, like, making fun of you
That's not okay.
is,
You
like,
shouldn't be
that
in a
sucks.
relationship like that.
Yeah, like, that's, like I think it's yeah, sometimes it's hard to be that person because the person who's making the joke is like, "Oh, you can't take a joke." Like, I'm just kidding. Like, but it's words hurt.
Yeah,
And
no,
so,
and they do. And it's not hard to change how you speak to somebody. As somebody whose sense of humor can sometimes come off as bullying, I don't speak that way to everybody.
mhm.
Like I'll pick on Joya here and there, but it's not like every single day. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
And
don't know. I
also
feel like
there's certain things with certain people that you don't touch.
yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, there's certain things that I would never ever bring up or like poke around with you. I usually just like poke around with things that I know that are just silly with you
yeah,
and that we laugh about. And like you
totally.
usually either it annoys you or you laugh. It's not hurting you though.
No,
So
definitely
that's
not.
the main thing.
And in a friendship that you value and that you want to continue, you have to be willing to be like, "Hey, that that hurt my feelings.
Yes.
Please don't do that again."
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you don't, then yeah, that's the lack of communication ruins lots of
Yeah.
relationships.
So I hope you can take what you learned from that friendship and apply it to future friendships and understand that some issues can be mitigated just by,
Having a
I don't know,
conversation.
doing more work than the other person, honestly, if you have to assume what they need. But I also know it's really uncomfortable to ask somebody for money. I will never do it.
Yeah, it is.
I
It
will
is.
never. If we go to dinner, I'm not going to ask you to put your card down. I'm not going to do any of that. If you offer, I'll be like, thank
Yeah.
God. Because then I don't have to cover the whole thing, but I'm not going to ask you to do it. I'm not going to do any of that. But I also I try not to resent people for that, but I
Mhm.
do start spending time with people in different ways when I feel like energy isn't being reciprocated or whatever it might be.
It is nice to have people that in relationships that know you well enough and care about you enough to be like, I know that she would like me to do this, but isn't going to ask.
Yes.
So to have somebody that you know will be like, I know you're not going to ask me to pay, but I'm going to
I'm going to
pay.
because that's what's fair and I love
Yeah,
you,
exactly. Right.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So, not the asshole. Definitely not the asshole.
Yeah.
Definitely not the
But,
asshole.
but some lessons learned, I
Yeah,
assume.
and like not getting gas money is not a reason to like end a friendship.
Right.
I was like, okay, I'll send you $30. Shut up.
Shut up,
Let's go
bitch.
get some crab boil. Shut up. You know?
Yeah. Can I just say also to just totally change the subject? I
Yes.
absolutely died at your I haven't watched it yet, but your it's What's in My Stoner Bag. and it's a Louis Vuitton.
And it's a
That
Louis,
just killed
baby.
me.
It's a
That
Louis.
really, and it's
It's okay.
real.
I speak on it. I speak on it too.
You
I'm like,
do.
I know you're
Okay.
looking at this bag and you're like, is this a Louis? Yes, bitch.
It is.
Because I'm a grown adult lady with grown adult money.
Mm-hmm. Period. I
was
thought
like,
that was so funny. I was like, oh my God. What's in my stoner bag 2024? And it's a Louis
she's
Vuitton.
upgraded, honey. She's upgraded.
She sure
She's living in her
has.
house. Not that she
Crazy.
owns, but you know, feel me?
Yeah.
She doesn't just pay rent for a room.
Half a room. That's kind of, but that's also, that's stuff that you do when you're 18.
Yeah.
You could totally share a room with a friend at 18.
Yeah, yeah. We were so young, working at Buffalo Wild Wings. Just whatever.
Good old B-dubs.
Double W.
Well, that was like so much fun. So like Mac Dizzle said, yeah, we have a link. It's in the description. So if any of you if you want to submit your own Am I the Asshole, please feel free. Because we would love it.
I love it. I love drama. And I love it when it's not mine.
Totally. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's why you want to do another smoke?
I think so. Really great stuff.
In other news, my account has been in jail for like the last 3 weeks, and it just got out last night.
Congratulations! Which channel or which profile? Your Instagram or YouTube?
My big one, Instagram.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. Fucking sluts.
If you guys want to know why I don't post on my Instagram, it's because every time I start, I'll post like 3 times in a row. I'll post like one day, a couple days later, and I'll like try to get like back in the groove. They flag my post for nudity.
Right.
Yeah, and that's just like incredibly frustrating as a creator to be flagged for something that's not happening in your video. And it makes me worry that my account's going to get deleted if I keep posting. So I stop and I try to get my account back in good standing, and it's just a never-ending cycle. So that's why you see me pop in, pop out.
Were you able to appeal the nudity thing? Because
I just archived the post and then unarchived it later. Like a week later, I unarchived it. And I was like, you guys are stupid, and they haven't flagged it again.
They are fucking stupid.
But
it flag should have never been there in the first place.
No, because so I archived everything. There was nothing flagged on my account for like 2 weeks. It was just this message saying you can't be shown to followers or whatever. Mm-hmm. I was like, sick.
Awesome.
And then it flagged my profile, my bio.
Sure.
Yeah. It said, just here to make you smile with a heart.
Honestly, just fucking crazy.
Hateful rhetoric.
Yeah. Hateful, like, obviously, she's obviously a bad person.
She obviously smile. Here to make you sad, miserable, infertile.
They'd be like, her. We'll keep her.
Yeah. I just realized my lights aren't on in my room. That's okay. What a sad, dark episode.
Mine aren't either. I mean, I do have my little
Joya
mini
light.
ring light. Yeah. Okay. A rip?
Yeah.
I just wait. I just turned it on. Also, just wait until I tell you, because yeah, I was way before you last time, or you were before me. Okay, go. No. Oh, you're so brave. Oh my God, can I tell you something that made me so happy yesterday?
Yeah.
I was at the gym and I had just finished doing hip thrusts.
Yeah.
Which are my biggest lift. I can lift the most weight in a hip thrust.
Because you got them fucking thighs, girl.
No.
Ass, girl.
Yeah. So I
that's all core strength.
Oh, yes, definitely. I mean, it's like yes, there's a lot of muscles that it uses, but my fucking glutes are definitely very, very sore today. But I had just finished doing that. I was going to get a paper towel to like wipe down the bench. And this girl at the paper towel station like stopped me and was like, the first thing she said was, "How?" And I thought she said it's hot. So I'm like, yeah, I know. It's so hot. And she was like, no, no. How? Like, how do you do that? I was watching you trying not to be a weirdo, but you looked so strong and it's so incredible. I wish I could do that. And it literally almost made me cry. No
You just
one's
break
ever
up. Thank you so
literally. I literally was like, thank you. Like you
You feel so
keep
seen in that moment because that's
yes.
all
Oh
you
my
were trying to do is be strong.
literally, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that I'm one of the people in the gym that somebody would look at and be like, wow, like I want to be able to do that. Like, oh
Wow.
my God, that made
I
me
love that for
so,
you.
oh my God. I was like, I wish I told her, I like said, thank you so much. And I was like, just keep working at it. Like you'll get there eventually. But when she walked away, I was like, oh, I should have like asked to like, or offered to help her. I was like,
Yeah, you
I should
should
have been like,
have.
let me help you with your form or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, it made
Yeah.
me really, 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 it made me feel so good. And it also made me like, I've never done that to anybody in my gym. Like, I don't go up to people in the gym. I keep to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me like, like, I should be like going up to somebody and being like, that is so dope. Like, good
Something I've
job.
been trying to practice is because I keep compliments to myself
Yeah,
all
me too.
the
Me too.
time, and it's a
I
terrible
know.
quality about myself
I know.
because I see people and I'm like, oh my God, eating,
Yes.
and like I
Yes.
all the time want to go up to somebody and like, so I've tried to start doing that now. When I see somebody who I feel like is really fucking slaying, I will go out of
Tell
my
them.
way to compliment them, and I've especially been trying to do it most with older women.
I
Yeah.
love that
Yeah.
so
So
much.
I'm trying my hardest. Anytime I see an older woman fucking killing it, I always try to like go up and just be like, "You are
Yeah.
everything I want to be."
Yes. That's such a good like thing to practice. Like
Yeah.
lifting other women up because I keep
Mhm.
compliments to myself all the time too. Like
Yeah.
I see people and I'm like, "Oh my God. Like
Yeah. And you don't
slay,
need to do
girl."
that. Yeah.
And yeah, we
The
should be
girlies
more.
know. Like
Yes,
every now and then
totally.
you're gonna encounter a bitch who's like just gonna be fucking weird to you.
Yeah.
But who cares? Like
Yeah.
you gave them good energy. They're gonna have a shitty day for the rest of their day for being a shitty person
Right.
to them.
You could never that those are yeah, that's not the target audience. Sometimes things hit not the target audience.
Yeah,
Sometimes they hit
sometimes girls will
somebody
be
who's
like,
not.
thanks.
Oh my God.
Oh, and I
Now I
just
have to
want to.
stop.
Now I have to hit you in the face. I
Look,
liked
now
you, and
now
now
we're
I
both
have to fucking
uncomfortable.
kill you.
Yeah. That would make me yeah, so oh my God. Because that definitely has happened to me before at festivals or whatever.
More girls are just
That's when
like,
I'm the most likely to
thanks.
compliment somebody for sure is at a
Yeah,
festival.
on drugs.
Yeah.
She's on the
Like
drugs. Ladies and
you're
gentlemen.
amazing. You're so hot. You're so pretty. I love your
Yeah,
outfit.
yeah, yeah. And if somebody compliments me, I always try to compliment them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Something,
a
if I see something
huh.
that I don't necessarily even like, but I see that somebody like went out on a limb and they tried something and they're like
Oh.
maybe like doing something new for the day, I'll be like, love your lipstick. Love it. Because I just want to make them feel confident.
Totally.
It's not even
Totally.
about like, oh, like I'm trying to like sabotage their day and make them keep wearing something weird.
No.
It's more like if you feel good in what you're wearing, you look good in what you're wearing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So,
That's smart. That makes
mhm.
sense.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. If I
love
see,
that.
yeah, I'm just trying to be nicer to the people, to the girls.
Well, and yeah, you are such a nice person. You have good
That's not what people would how they would describe me. The people
well,
who know me would.
yes,
The people who
exactly.
just like casually interacted with me probably would not lead with friendly nice.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at
Because I'm
all.
not friendly. Like I'm very nice, but I'm not fucking friendly.
Yes, you're very kind,
Yes, I
very
have a good heart
compassionate.
and I'm very kind and I'm good
Yes.
to people. but I'm not
but
fucking friendly.
a little bit of resting bitch face.
Well, and I
And
don't enjoy most people. Like, I'm just gonna be
yeah,
straight up. I don't.
yeah,
My circle is very small because of that. Because I just don't enjoy most people. Most people are fucking unreliable and annoying.
yeah.
You know. Somebody
Yes, for
described our friendship as black cat golden retriever, and I've never seen anything more accurate in my fucking life. And I have to say, when Joya and I first started hanging out, I used to post pictures of golden retrievers on Twitter and tag them as Joya.
right. You've definitely been calling me a golden retriever as long as we've been friends.
Because that's just your energy. It's changed a little bit. You're an elderly retriever now. She's not as
Yes.
excited about everything. But oh
Right.
my god, you were like puppy golden retriever for such a long time. Like, just it was so fun to do reviews with you, because I would never tell you what we were reviewing because your genuine reaction would be like, "Oh my god, what? You only click it 3 times? What?" Like, she was so amazed by everything. It was so fun to be a part of.
You know what? That just reminded me of the bee nails
The little
pen.
touch thing
With
that you touched. Yes, because you thought that was the craziest shit in the world.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, never forget the old ass Marine in my college class that said, I would like to get half as excited as you do about anything as you do
About
about
everything.
nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Like, he wants 1/10 of her joy about something meaningful over, like, she'll get that same joy from a sandwich.
And she definitely Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever heard you say that thought about the reviews. That's so funny. I'm
It
sure
was
there are
always so fun to do reviews with you, because I would literally not tell you what we were doing, and it was
yeah.
always very deliberate. It was a calculated plan. There's one thing about Joya. She is gonna be fucking amazed at no matter what. You're gonna be the best mom. Your kids are gonna come home with the macaroni painting, and you're gonna be like in tears. You're gonna be like, "This is genius. Do we need to sign you up for a class? Like, this is so good."
Tell me what I can't remember what your nephew was saying in your video, but I was sitting there watching, like having conversations with him in my head. You're like, yeah, bud. Yeah.
He was like,
And
so the mirror, does it light up, and so that you can like do things? And I'm like, it lights up. It has a button so it lights up.
oh my god, yeah, dude, I was dying because in my head I'm like, yeah, it lights up. It's super bright. You'll be able to see everything you need to see.
So a friend of mine, you know her, and you know the guy. They're in a
Yeah.
the guy is the friend of mine. The girl is not the friend of mine, but they're in a
Right.
custody battle, right? And she has been a living hell her whole existence, but now she's locked up in the loony bin.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yo, they told me, and I was like, yes!
Oh my god.
I've
Oh my
never
God.
been more elated to hear anything in my life. And you know what else? She won't change her last name.
Huh.
She's keeping his last name. She's been keeping it this whole time. That's sick.
Yeah.
Ew.
Weird.
And she has a new man.
I think I remember that she has a new man.
Right?
Well,
your girl won't change her name to yours? I think they're married, or they're not. Maybe they're not, because she still has his name.
But
like weird. there was this whole thing on Facebook where she got married to the guy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's very confusing. Anyway, she's in the loony bin. Not any disrespect to anybody who has gone to seek psychiatric help in those types of facilities. Or if you've ever been admitted there against your will. I'm hoping I'm not bringing up anything traumatic or hurting any feelings. I hate this person. I don't hate anybody.
She's awful. She's not even. I
wish death upon her. Truly,
yeah, she's a horrible,
not fucking heinous.
Yes,
she's
a horrible
despicable
person.
of a human, everyone would benefit if she was no longer here. And I know that
Yes.
sounds terrible, but you do not know the depths of evil that she has gone.
Yeah.
Okay, you do not. I don't hate people. I
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't think about them enough to hate.
But this
I
one,
see her at any point in my life in public, and it's on fucking sight. My friends have barred me from all interactions.
mm-hmm. Yes.
I will fucking kill her with my
And she
bare
deserves it.
hands.
She
Bare
deserves whatever is coming to her. I just to keep everything sensitive to people who have experienced that. I do hope that she's being treated with respect and decency
I don't.
where she is.
I
Well,
hope that the other
just saying.
patients are. I hope other people who go there are. I hope she's getting treated exactly how she treats everybody else in her life.
Right.
I
I'm
hope it's
happy
all
to
coming
know that
back.
she is has no ability to inflict any pain or suffering on any on your friend or
She
any
literally
of his.
is, because she's locked up there. What do you think that's doing to their kid?
Yeah,
Like, she can't just stay normal and fucking sane and stable and like decent. She always has to have some crazy fucking shit going on to traumatize this kid.
There's also substance abuse issues.
So much substance abuse. I wish she died when she was in the hospital. I wish she did. I do. I mean that. I told you. I hate her.
She's horrible.
Because, like, substance abuse aside, she's a fucking witch.
Yeah. Like, literally a bad person.
She's been sober for years. She had to get sober to gain custody of her kids. And guess what she was doing through the years of sobriety? Being a fucking canker sore.
Yeah. Yeah.
A pustule.
Yes. It's the look on your face for me.
She disgusts me. And I know I've said some really foul and horrible, heavy things. I'm sorry I took it there. I'm sorry you guys had to see me take it there. That's all.
Sure. Yeah. Exactly. Well. The golden retriever black cat description could not be more accurate, and I am so.
Did you just hear my rant? It made you super, super happy, and I just went on a rant about how I want to kill somebody. Oh my god!
Our differences are what makes
you keep me out of jail. You know,
yeah.
You're a savior in my life.
Yeah,
because if I had another black cat friend,
yes,
diabolical.
Bad. Yes,
diabolical.
And
Absolutely
you keep me. Well, you help me in a lot of ways, but I'm like opposite of I keep you out of jail. You help me maintain boundaries with people. What did you say?
Do I? I was going to say I just keep your life spicy.
You do. You definitely do keep my life spicy. Oh.
That's what I am. I'm just like the wild card in people's lives. Just the crazy girl.
The crazy girl.
I read the first book that I've ever read in like 15 years.
What did you read?
Full book, page to page, front to back. It was called Skinny Dip. It was okay.
I saw you when you posted the description. I read it a little bit, and I was kind of like, huh.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
But also, the way it's written is like this girl in her 30s is attempted murdered. She ends up on this island with this older man, and of course, she falls for the older guy. And I can't help but think the author was writing this older man character as somebody he wished he was.
Oh, yes. Sure.
Like, he wishes he was this guy. Because he was just like that guy in the fucking... I'm just like, ew.
Disgusting.
Ew. Like, the age gap, it's not hot for me. It's gross.
I am constantly fighting this battle within myself of whether to just allow men to exist. So many things that they do just annoy the fuck out of me. I just can't. It's so literally so. I'm so sorry. Please, any men listening to this, please. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about the men that listen to this podcast. Just in general, they just annoy me. They just fucking bother me. And that is just it's just a prime example of like, God, man.
Yeah, it's an
Man,
older book. It was written like 20 something years ago. Like it's older.
So it is definitely what you think it is.
Yeah. So, but, yeah. So I'm sure. So that's something else I also struggle with. It's like I want to enjoy things again.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, like I want to be able to enjoy books and movies and things that men destroy.
Sure.
You know, because I did at one point. I liked those movies and books. I was okay with them. I want to be dumb again. That's really what I want. Remember when they said ignorance is bliss? They
were not lying.
Truth. Zero lies told on that day because I was watching this movie last night, Ex Machina.
Yes, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
Decent storyline. You can definitely tell. I'm
sexy robot, right?
So, hot robots, all tits. So many tits out, pussies out, pussies and tits out. Yeah, okay. Just no panties.
Period.
Just all of them 105 pounds, tits out.
Right.
Caucasian, Asian. And I can't help but to think that the director's a fucking pervert.
I could see why you might say that.
Because anytime somebody makes a movie like that, I'm like, this isn't adding to the story for me. Like, yes, some of the nudity was helpful in creating this human type.
Right. Look, it's so human. It has a pussy. It's so human.
Not even that. It's not even that. It's like the robot. It's an AI, and they're trying to make the AI seem human. They want it to fool. There's this test with AI. It's called like the something Tolger something test.
Oh, that determines how human it is.
It did where if you can talk to a computer and you can't tell that it's AI, it passes that test. So they're trying to do that with this robot. And so part of that is her realizing that she is not like she's a robot. So she sees that because some different versions of her have had tits. There's other robots walking around the house that have tits, but you don't know that they're robots.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, it was like a decent movie.
Stepford Wives?
It's no. Okay. No, it's interesting. It's definitely an interesting storyline. I could have done with 50% less nudity. I could have dealt with some of it. Some of it was tasteful. Some of it was decent. But a lot of it was just like, girl. Like the guy was making robots to fuck them. He was fucking his robots. He said, "Yeah, Of course. He says there's a slit and I put pleasure sensors, so it'll feel good for her."
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
Remember what I said a few minutes ago? It's a fucking great fucking because you know why? That's a character in a movie. It's a character in a movie. It's not real, but they're absolutely those exist.
People are watching AI porn.
Right. Sick. Disgusting.
There are women doing sick, depraved acts on the internet for free. You don't need AI to make it for you.
They're not doing it for free.
Well, yeah, they're getting paid, but it's on the internet for you to watch for free.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I don't need
Maybe you can't see a woman fucking a rhinoceros man.
Oh, God. It's disgusting.
But why would you want to? Like, if that's what you're getting, if you're at that point, I need you to seek therapy before you seek anything else in life.
Please.
Steadfast. Quickly.
Man. Now. Immediately.
Yesterday. Did you call them yet?
Yesterday.
Get on the phone immediately because whoa.
You made me think of something when you were talking and I can't remember. Oh, have you seen Westworld on HBO on
No,
maxing
but I
us.
know the more or less premise.
That reminded me of there is multiple, I think, characters on there that are robots that have realizations that they're robot. They think they're
Yeah,
human.
yeah.
So we'll be there eventually as a human
So I'm
race.
just like, why do we want to go there?
No, I don't know. We don't
That's
need
what I
to.
don't understand. I feel like it's men driving that. I can't help
Who
but
else would it be? Who else would it
assume,
be?
because they said I can program this girl to do whatever I want.
They're depraved. They're disgusting. And not all of them, as if I have to fucking say that. Not all of them, okay? But like 85%,
But yeah, no.
95% even.
So yeah. But I feel like we do need to work on our benefit of the doubt.
Sure.
Until a man proves that he is unsavory, we cannot assume. I mean, honestly, for safety reasons, you kind of do have to assume that he is unsavory.
Exactly.
It's just a safety issue, and that's where my biggest pushback is on this. Is like, I am not safe if I assume that men don't want to hurt me.
Yep. I'm not safe if I
Sorry,
just
it
trust
sounds
them.
dramatic. It sounds dramatic, but it's so fucking true. Like the other night, I was going to 7-Eleven. It was 11 p.m. at night. I had my headphones on. I walked into 7-Eleven. I walked to my car. It was a very short walk. I probably shouldn't have had my headphones on, but I had them at a low enough volume to where I could hear my surroundings.
Yeah,
and I knew what was going on. I mostly had them on so people wouldn't fucking talk to me.
Love that trick.
Went into the 7-Eleven and came out, and there was like this guy on his bike. He looked like he might be homeless. I don't know. But I saw him staring at me as I walked to my car. So I got in the car and I start reversing out, and he's like waving at me. I'm so sorry. What the fuck do we have to talk about in a 7-Eleven parking lot at 11 p.m.?
Yeah.
I promise you nothing. I promise you fucking nothing. I promise you fucking nothing. And he followed me on his bike out of the fucking parking lot.
How far?
I sped up so fucking fast, and I ran a red light turning right. I did not give a fuck. I was like, you are not going to see where I live. I'm going to get so far away from you, you're not going to see where I fucking live.
Oh my God.
I was so afraid he was going to follow me home.
Oh my God. That's
And
so
it's just
scary.
like, yeah, and Rajul was at work, so I'm just like, what am I to do?
You're not going to follow me to my house where my boyfriend's not home.
Literally. Well, I have the glizzy, so like, honestly.
And also you and the dogs.
Pull up.
Yeah, I'm sure Adam would be just thrilled if somebody fucking followed me home.
Oh,
to his
he probably
house.
couldn't wait. He's waiting for that day. He's gonna
probably
have
dreams
cowboy
about that
boots
day.
ready.
Yeah. But that's so scary. So I hate that happened to you. That you had to deal with that feeling.
Like, he might have not been. He might have just had a perfectly innocent, like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Blah blah blah. Type
you don't
thing,
follow somebody for that.
No, you fucking don't. However, what I'm saying is, if I assumed that he was friendly and kind and whatever, who the fuck knows where I would be right now? Because I saw him staring at me, and I saw that he wanted my attention when I was walking. I make a very deliberate girl. You have no idea how in tune girls are with men's eye gaze. I know exactly when you're looking. I know exactly what you want, and I know when you're going to approach me. I can smell it from a mile away. And so when I see that happening, I will do everything I can to divert, go around, walk away,
Speed up,
give you a clue physically by putting distance between us.
Yeah.
But because I pick up on so many of your cues subconsciously, and men don't pick up on women's cues in the same way, they don't understand that. They think that I have no idea what's happening, and I just happen to walk halfway across the store as fast as I could.
Right. Because they're stupid. Men are stupid, and I don't respect them.
But it's just, I think a lot of our not hatred, but trepidation comes from an actual need for safety, because
it comes from experience of my whole fucking life, almost 30 years, and also the experience of
the people who have put me in most danger
I've ever known
have always been.
I'm picking the bear.
Have
you seen that?
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Everywhere.
So there's this scenario where you're walking down a trail in the middle of the night as a woman or as a man, doesn't matter. You proposition the question, but you're walking down this trail in the middle of the night. You're in the woods. It's secluded. There's nobody could hear you scream, right? Who do you want to see at the end of that trail? A man or a bear?
Bear. Because you know what? The movie Without a Paddle taught me that all you have to
Just
do is
like a baby.
fetal position.
I almost peed my pants watching that because I was like young, and it was the funniest thing in the world to me to watch that grown man curl himself up like a little baby. It was so hysterical to me. The physical
I
comedy
love
in that scene was so good.
I love that movie. But yeah, it is pretty crazy that there's a consensus among most women saying that they would choose the bear because men are literally depraved.
What is he doing there? A bear has every reason to be at the end of that trail right now.
Right.
He lives
Exactly.
here. You, sir? What are the odds that we both wanted to take a midnight stroll at low?
Right.
I'm not hunting. You? Well, actually, maybe I am. Little does he know, I have a glizzy and some chloroform.
And some chloroform.
And so I'm actually waiting for him. I'm hunting.
You know what this reminds me of too? I just saw a TikTok. I mean, this sound has been going around for a while, but it's that sound where they're like, the guy's like, yeah, let me just make sure I have my gun, like all loud. Yeah, I just make sure I have my gun in my purse.
I watched this show or this they always think it was a TikTok, and this couple got home and they like were kind of wasted. I think they had to be a little higher or drunk, but they thought somebody might have broken into their house, and it's hysterical because they're like, yeah, you better get out of here now because I know karate.
Not karate. Imagine the guy jumps out of the closet and is like,
"Are you okay?" It's just a ninja pops out.
He's like, oh, you know karate? Watch this.
He says, I'm looking to spar. What's good?
That's funny. That's hilarious, though.
All right. Want to do one more hit?
I was just about to say, can we please? That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, here. I just turned mine on. I just turned her on. I know for a fact this thing has done something to my tolerance.
Yeah.
I can handle a dab now. I mean, as we've talked about many times, this is not a real dab, but oh, I just vibrated. Go ahead.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Come on, girl. Okay.
Slay. I would love if we could find out how many exhales we've done together over the course of our career and friendship, because that would be fun. Thousands.
It's impossible to know because there's so many that haven't happened on camera. There's so many that are on channels that don't exist anymore. Like,
yeah.
So many of our videos have been removed. We've done 100 at least.
Oh,
we did 100 hits.
Oh my God. And we're almost to 100 podcast episodes. Oh,
yes. We are going to be together for our 100th. So get ready for a really litty on 100th podcast episode. We're going to do something fun.
Yes. We're going to get fucking high as fuck. Yes. Hell yeah. Well, thanks for listening today, guys. That was a great episode. Hope to see y'all next week.
Thank you for hanging out. Remember the Am I the Asshole link. If you have any scenario, real or hypothetical, would love to hear it.
Please. Honestly, I'm dying. Please give us your Am I the Assholes. Please.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Make a choice between yourself and each other.